how's it going, everybody? Do a pickups video for you guys. Hopefully all last okay. I pushed myself a bit and I'm just hoping the Tylenol doesn't wear off in the middle of the video. Just moving too much stuff around. Got my muscles all aggravated again. Otherwise, I'm going to show the flute first. Gonna be a weird video. It's always got to be oddball stuff, so flute first, then the gas mask slash riot mask, and then I got something that I picked up today. I haven't tested anything out. I'll just show you what I got. Unfortunately, it's not all complete, but I only paid $5. Hence, I only paid $5 for the flute also. On the gas mask, a little bit more. I'm trying to remember what I paid. I got it at a different than usual thrift store where a lot of times I just pass up stuff there. They're pricey, like worse than Goodwill on some things. Otherwise, got Goodwill slipping on this. Kind of like that guitar thing that I found that turned out to be valuable. Had this in the kids section. Unfortunately, no little kids grabbed it and beat the living hell out of it because I could see somebody trashing this really fast when it comes to kids. It's pretty delicate. It's one of those ones where you almost want to just have it as a display piece, and I'm thinking that's what the person had it for, was just a display. It's really cool looking. Otherwise, it is playable. And this one's made in Peru, out of a bamboo reed, and then on the sculpted part of it, man, it looks like something out of Lord of the Rings. It's what just, I took it out of the bag and it's like, oh yeah, I'm snagging this, man. I don't even freaking play the flute. It just looked cool. It looks like something that's just made by elves. Anyways, looks like they used some kind of a sculptor's type resin stuff, where they stuck it on here for the little leaves and whatnot, and then this, it's basically a like a leaf man type face or whatever. They call it garden ones. Green man. That's what it is. It's a green man. You'll see a lot of them in gardens and what, where it's almost like a gargoyle, but it's a protector of the garden. It's usually just a very wise looking face, and then the hair is all made into leaves and whatnot. But man, this is just really cool. Very good artist on this. But I'm thinking they stuck the stuff on and then carved it and just let it sun dry. And also there's just a just clear glass stone type thing at the end of it. I think all it is glass. Or it could be a crystal or something. Actually, oh, okay, I can see some lines through it. I don't think it's just glass. I think it might be a polished or just sanded down piece of crystal. It's clear. Otherwise, cool enough. So, show the pouch first. It's a very cool pouch that it came in. I swear, I'm surprised nobody else was looking at it. It was with the kids stuff, but it's like, fortunately no kids grabbed it, or they just set it out. Say with Goodwill, man, that's a lot of times when I look out, is when I get there when they're just finishing or in the process of setting stuff on the shelves and nobody's seen it yet. Because man, if anybody else took this out of the pouch, it would have been gone, because it was only $5. And on place that made it other than Peru, it says imported by Cheops International, and it does still have the sticker of the flute. Just has a logo for Peru and then just made in Peru. And there's only one spot just towards the end of it here where you blow into it, where I think they used some kind of a stain. Needs to be restained just a little bit. only problem with this, which really so far isn't a problem, it seems to be more on the surface. I don't play the flute. I don't play the flute. The only wind instrument that I play is the lower one. And I don't have any freaking groupies. They all run away. Otherwise, it's got just a hairline crack going down it, which I'm wondering if it happened when they had this thing setting out drying on this resin stuff or whatever. Because a lot of these are just thrown together as just this one, man. They put some freaking time into it to make it look cool. So anyways. Once again, this camera sucks. Anyways, there's the green man. I hate this camera. I gotta see if I could find a better camera to hook up to this little Mac Mini. I don't know why it won't focus in on stuff good. There. About as good as I'm going to get. Now, I say, man, whoever did it, really good artist when it comes to this kind of stuff. Looks like they either used like little BBs or maybe some little BB type pins for the eyes. Actually, it almost does look like they used BBs. Maybe. Something. Really cool. You can see they did leaves going down it, and then that. I question if that is not a piece of glass. It's just been rounded out. So you look at it close up, and it looks more like they actually used a piece of crystal and just got it all rounded out and smoothed. It's been polished. Sound. Cats being ran over by a lawnmower. Hope y'all liked it. Otherwise, I got two friends that play the flute. Both of them live far away. One of them's in Michigan. The other one is in Hawaii-ish. She lives on a boat. She's a pirate. Or possibly a harvester of the sea. So they used to live in Hawaii, but now they're on their boat, so they just pick areas around Hawaii wherever they can stay for a while, and then they'll move to a different area. Otherwise, she plays the flute. Also plays Celtic harp. Nice, man. You never know with Goodwill. This is where I will catch them slipping. It is worth a lot more than $5, even with the freaking flaw, the little crack going down it. It's got one going down the back too, but it's, you got to look at it like this to really see it. The only problem with bamboo is it splits real easy. Otherwise, it's thick enough to where you can't tell. And on filling it in, like mostly shows up in this area, I ain't gonna worry about it. I wouldn't want to accidentally screw it up and get glue in the wrong spot or whatever. Otherwise, if you really had to, you could probably just get some regular old wood glue and just carefully fill it in and then just smooth it out. But I wouldn't want to ruin all this. It's just way cool. I'm just going to figure this more a display type piece. almost makes me wonder if they had a music teacher or somebody that maybe passed away and all their stuff got donated. Because I keep occasionally spotting musical type stuff there like this, just oddball things. Or maybe somebody just collects this kind of stuff that donated to Goodwill. I don't know. It's kind of like that last thing I found where it's the African finger drum or whatever. Or piano or whatever that thing was called. Another weird thing, but cool. Okay, now for the gas mask. Same as. I forget what model this is. So I'll try and find the link and just put that in there for anybody interested. Otherwise, the one they were showing had the pouch with it. Smith & Wesson from the 60s. And it's crazy. Makes me wonder if this originally did have the pouch with it and they lost it at the thrift store, or whoever brought it in lost it, because it doesn't show any signs of the rubber getting bad. It's still pretty damn solid, not in bad shape at all. The weird thing on this is the way they did the filters. Very odd. Otherwise, it looks like. Metal on the buckles for the straps. Basically just your usual 5 straps. Yeah, I'm not seeing any wear on it. So anyways, on the filter, not going to do it, but loosen up this clamp, and it's a 2-piece filter. The main piece on top, or normally you'd have a little rubberized plug in there, and then below that is the second type filter where it just stacks on top of that, and then you just cinch it up there. There is another type of clamp around the bottom here, and the sides here, let's see, I'm assuming those are just a lip. Yeah, it's usual, so you can blow out air. It's odd as that's the main filter, so I don't know what's up with this unless they had it to where you can swap out stuff on it to make it different. Because this, it's all metal here. You can unscrew it. Be careful what you're going to do here. It's just got little screens. Weird how they did that. Yeah, I gotta be careful. I don't know what's up with that. See, it's got a copper screen there with holes in it, and then it's got like this plastic diaphragm covering that. Gasket here. Just a plastic gasket. It pretty much just holds in a finer mesh type screen, and then the main outside screen, which is just a black piece of metal with holes in it. It's just really weird that they'd have this when it's already got a main filter. So you got me, man. Otherwise, cool. Now, for your horror movie fans, which somebody brought that up, and I saw the cover for either the original movie or the remake. I'd have to look at it again. I can't remember which one it was, but the movie My Bloody Valentine looks very similar to the one the bad guy wears. If you look at the cover on the videotape or whatever, which is what I was looking at, they got it to where it's got like a heart that's bloody on the piece here or whatever. And I don't know if the mask had these on it, and then then on the main filter, being that they do have a clamp around here and there's plenty of rubber to work with, and there's, yeah, I think there's like a hard tube in there. Let's see, something. Saw something in there when I took out the filters. Yeah, I think there's like a hard metal tube in there, so it'd be easy enough for the people that did the movie to modify it and just change it up a bit. Because the one in the picture that I saw, instead of this kind of filter, it's got like this angled piece that's metal that they fit in there, and then it's got a hose hanging off of it, like one of the gas masks where the filter's in a pouch. So they could have easily changed it up a bit. They'll do that a lot for movies. They'll find something like this and just change it up a bit to make it look more weird looking or whatever. Otherwise, like on the lenses and stuff, and this piece, very similar. Or it could have been one made in the same era or whatever, or earlier, to where this is just a copy of that, to where they modified it. Who knows? Otherwise, let's see. I think I paid $20 for this, and it's worth a lot more than $20. And unless somebody else has a video that I haven't seen yet, I'm probably the second guy on YouTube, other than one dude, that I saw a video showing one off. I mean, it's either rare or just really scarce or whatever, man. Whatever. Just a cool find to add to my collection of gas masks. Okay, now for the freaking toy here that I picked up today. Man. Just going to show you guys the box. Everything's loose in there, and I don't want everything dumping out. Otherwise, they got a cool enough picture here. This is very, very similar to the robotics play set, and this is something else. I'd never heard of this. Anyways, when I looked it up, they made a whole bunch of toys just like the robotics play sets by Milton Bradley. This one just, it's the construction set of tomorrow. So, can't take it out. I gotta do it tomorrow. Anyways, it's Capsella Computer Program Control 2017 Function Motorized Construction System. And unlike the robotics, this has a little computer type thing. It's got a touchpad on it where you got arrows going in different directions, and then a stop button and a run button, and then you got sound and lights, and then you got, I guess, forward and back for motor A and motor B. It's basically got it to where you can program in what you want to do, and then it follows the program, to where you can make little robots and stuff. They just call it Selectron Computer. Construct programmable computerized model, stores up to 94 commands, 17 functions, including sound and light. Program in the instructions, model pivots, turns, and moves in all directions. All Capsella parts are interchangeable and easily snapped together. And let's see, I think this came out in '85. Damn date. Yeah. Play-Jor Incorporated, 1985. Play-Jor Incorporated, New York, New York. This tells a little bit more about it. Computerized remote control system 2000 has a Selectron keyboard capable of storing up to 94 commands. Once the Selectron is properly wired and affixed to your robotic creation, you simply program in the instructions by pressing the various function keys that indicate activity or movement direction. Each time you press a key, you will hear a blip sound indicating your computer has accepted your input command. Press run to start, and if you wish to cancel a preset program, simply press the stop key to clear the previous program and ready the Selectron for the next instructions. Selectron has 17 functions, with each direction clearly printed on the keyboard. System features multicolored lights, beeping sounds, dual mode of control, chain drive, and is capable of turning, pivoting, moving in all directions. So come aboard and enter the world of Capsella, where you can create the endless variety of programmable action toys and machines. Which unfortunately, like I say, it's missing some parts, and some of the other parts, either they had a small dog or possibly a honey boo-boo that was hungry, because a couple things have been chewed on, unfortunately. But I'm hoping I got enough stuff to get this thing going. They did it weird on how you power it up. It's got like this tube thing that you put a couple of AA batteries in. I only have half of it, so I'm going to have to rig up something for that. You put some batteries in that, and then that gets wired to the control box, I guess, and then I think the control box itself takes a 9-volt. There's the kind of stuff you can build with it. So there's a little command thing. Very similar to the keypad on a Milton Bradley toy that I've been trying to get from Big Mike. I gotta still try and make him a deal. He's got something very cool that I'm hoping I can snag, and when I do, I will definitely show it in a video, man. It was one of those toys that everybody wanted it when it came out, man. Really freaking cool. So I'm hoping I can figure out a way to get it from him. So all the parts you get with this specific one, say, just like robotics, they had different kits. Some that you can either do less with or more stuff, and you combine all the parts. And on the robotics thing, the parts on how they go together, definitely the same style, where I thought I'd be able to use this along with the robotics to make totally different toys, but unfortunately it's just a little bit off on the size to where some things fit loosely, some things outright don't. So cool enough, not bad for $5. Who knows, maybe I'll run across another one. Ain't dead yet, so something's gonna turn up, or maybe want to come into Big Mike's toy store. Who knows? I'll have to show it to him and see if he's ever seen one of these. It's definitely an oddball toy. So 23 minutes, close enough. The Tylenol is wearing off. It's my problem, man, with this freaking chronic pain. It gets into my neck and stuff, and it just makes me start feeling physically ill, like nauseous. It's not fun. So, try to just stick to Tylenol, or I try to do the natural thing, which is in a which, yeah, that helps on the pain, but it's getting expensive. Down to one dispensary, man, and they've jacked up the prices. Oh, I'm still a metalhead. I'm not a tree-hugging hippie. I'm still a metalhead, but if I was a hippie, times is hard being a hippie. Gotta be one of them profit hippies. Because, man, this is just getting expensive. It's like, God, man. Cheaper to frickin' buy a pack of Marlboro. Smoky Marlboro! Otherwise, have a good one, everybody. I'll try and get another video up soon, man. I got some other stuff I really got to show you guys. Another thing that I got from the same freaking thrift store that I got the gas mask at, and I think it just stayed in somebody's motorhome or something to where it hardly got used, like just for camping. It's really freaking cool when it comes to old school TVs. Really cool. I just need to check it out a little bit more to make sure everything's working good, which I think it is. Have a good one, everybody.